Oops, I need to drop that on my microphone. There we go. Hello, everyone. How are you doing this afternoon? Augie, congrats on being first. Glad to see you. How are you doing? How was your lunch or your y'all's break? I had a nice lunch. I had the pastry, kind of like Greg's, bacon and cheese pastry that they've got for breakfast. This one was bacon, cheese, and baked beans. So it was really good though. It was quite nice, I have to admit. I'm not a huge baked beans fan. I like them on occasion, but I couldn't eat them every day. But it was a very tasty, very, very tasty meal. So I just had one of those, and then I had a cup of tea with a biscuit, and then came back up here about 1 o'clock and worked until did the bit of the coursework that I can't do while live on stream because it's watching videos. So I did that, and then we did the live stream. So it's all good. It's all good. Right, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Now the thing is, I just dribbled. I'm using my straw for my air up. My air up thing, and this straw has a little tiny hole right here, which is supposed to go up through, lead into the air up pod. So I have to remember when I'm drinking, I have to hold the straw, plug the hole, and so I can sip through it without getting water all over my chin. But there you have it. So Augie, how is your fighting fantasy preparation coming? I am so that just sounds like it's such an. I mean, it's gonna take you a while to do. You're having to go through like 400 pages, but it sounds seriously very. It's gonna be a fun time, I think. Once you get it finished. So as always, my friends, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna relax for the first 15 minutes, have a nice chat, enjoy our drinks. If you don't have a drink, I highly recommend go on, go get yourself a tea or a coffee or Pepsi or water or whatever it is that you want to drink. Cup of hot chocolate, whatever. Go get yourself a drink because it is important to stay hydrated. This is your hydration reminder. Augie, it is going slowly. Oh, I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. But I think you'll enjoy the end result and doing it. And I think once you've done the first one, if you do a second one, it'll go a lot faster because this is like your learning process. The first time is always like the learning process, and then the second time you kind of know what works and what doesn't, so you'll be able to prep things a little bit faster then. So I have the hiccups. But yeah, hopefully it'll work. Okay, so but yeah, we're next 10 minutes we're just chilling, we're just relaxing, we're chilling, relaxing, playing it cool. We're not gonna be playing any b-ball though because it's raining outside, and ain't no one want to play basketball out in this weather, let me tell you. Augie, you hope so. The first few streams will be very shabby as it'll be a learning process. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Boo. What? What? No. Are you booing my Fresh Prince of Bel Air reference, or are you booing the fact that it's raining outside and we can't play basketball outside because it's raining? Either way. So I'm just looking outside. It is so cloudy out there. It's like there is no blue sky. Blue sky does not exist today. It's just gray and cloudy and just bleh out there. It's fine. Augie, boo to rain and boo to no b-ball. Okay. Often I could use your loophole if I like. You refuse to learn, making each and every time a learning process. There you go. That, I mean, whatever works, right, Optane? Whatever works. Also, hello, Optane. How are you doing? You all right? Glad as always to see you here as well. How is your morning coming along? It's like 9 a.m. where you are, isn't it? 9 a.m. is like when I just first start my day. Because I get up somewhere between 8 and 8:30 now. Since we moved, because in the old place, I got up, the alarm went off at 9 o'clock, and I'd finally roll out of bed about 9:15, and get down to my computer for 10 with a cup of coffee. But moving into this new place, we get up now at my alarm is set for 8. I never want to get up. Bed gravity is a thing. So I tend to just kind of slowly wake up until about 8:15, 8:30, something like that. But then I'm at my computer by 9 instead of 10. And then we start, we do the morning streams at 10. So I'm finding that getting up earlier is actually it's helping me be more productive. It really is. Get up earlier. Get up at 8. If you get up like at 9 o'clock in the morning, try 8 o'clock. If you get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, try at 7. If you get up at 7, just continue getting up at 7. No one should have to get up out of bed before 7 o'clock in the morning. That's my opinion anyway. Update, it's minus 13 degrees C and blowing snow. Ooh. I'll take the rain. And hold on, what's the temperature over here? It is currently 5 degrees Celsius here. So I'll tell you what, Optane, you can have the snow and the cold, and I'll keep the 5 degrees Celsius and the windy, rainy weather. How's that? Augie, you are prepping the pages. It's going to take a while. You're aiming for Thursdays starting in February. You got a while. You got a couple of weeks left. You can do it. I believe in you, Augie. You can do it. You can yeah, you can do the thing. Opting deal, actually. You don't mind the weather that you currently have. Mind you, you don't play basketball though. Yeah. Me neither. I can't see well enough to play basketball, so it's fine. I think that's why I never got into sports, because I've always needed glasses since I was like 9 years old. And I think that's why I don't like sports, because wearing glasses, if you have to wear glasses, it makes playing sports really difficult. Because, you got your glasses, they can be easily knocked off your face. Without the glasses, you can't see at all, very well. So yeah, sports and me just don't, we don't mesh. Unless you're talking about video games. Now, video games I'm fine with. I can play video games all day long, if I allow myself to. But I got work to do, so, none of that. Can't be playing video games from 9 in the morning until 10 at night, Wish I could. But nah, I'd get bored, to be honest. If I did nothing but play video games for 12 hours a day, I would be so freaking bored. I'm the type of person, I don't know about words. I don't know about you all, but I need to do things, I need to learn. new things every day. I need to my light just went out. Why did my light just go out? I think I accidentally set a timer. It's fine. There we go. But yeah, I I literally need to do things. I need to learn something new every day. I need tasks and projects to keep me centered and focused, um, so that I know what day it is. You know, like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday mornings and afternoons, I do these live streams, which helps me remember what day it is. On Tuesday nights, I have my video game, my board gaming group. Sorry, so that helps me know what day it is. Hey Darji, how you doing today? Glad to see ya. Welcome in. Opting, you used to be able to hyper focus on games and lose time. Not for the last few years though. You're playing Frostpunk these days though, and finding you can play longer than most. By which you mean a couple of hours. Frostpunk's a good game. It's a really good game. Have you tried the mobile version of Frostpunk? It's slightly different from the original game, um, but it's a good different. It is quite a nice game. So yeah, either PC or PC or mobile. I recommend either one. Darji, you're doing good. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm just fine, thank you. Enjoying the nice warm inside, and glad that I don't have to go outside in today's rainy weather, at least until later on tonight. But there you go. So we've got just a few minutes left before we start our first focus session, and this gives me a little bit of time to let you all know, just give you a reminder or a refresher about what we do on these Work With Me streams. So I use, oh my god, my light just keeps going off. I think I'm gonna have to leave it off because I think it might, I might have to have my housemate look at that. But yeah, so we do a 20-15 Pomodoro. That's 20 minutes of focus time, then 15 minutes of break time, during which on this channel anyway, we chat, we get a new, refresh our drinks, do whatever we need to do to decompress after that 20-minute of extreme focus. And we do that for a total of 3 rounds, which lasts us for about 2 hours. And Darji, you were passing by, but you wanted to tell me to keep going. Aw, thank you so much, Darji. I really appreciate you dropping by. You're welcome here any time at all. And Jeebs, you finished your tickets. Very good. Opting, you didn't know that the mobile version was a thing. You'll have to try it next time you visit the in-laws. Highly recommend it. The mobile version's really good. I didn't get very far into it because I can't see mobile phones. I can't play games on mobile anymore because I cannot see the screen very well. But if you can see the screen, highly recommend. It's very good. All right, so with that being said, let me bring up the timer. By the way, if you are on YouTube, I am so sorry that we use Super Sweetbot for the task list. Unfortunately, if you're on YouTube, you're not going to be able to use Super Sweetbot, but you can still the timer that's down there will make a little chime, so you should still be able to hear it when each thing ends. So fingers crossed that this timer actually works this time, because I'm going to try a different way of doing it. So 20, 15, 3, and then let's see if I can do it auto. Okay, so the timer is started. I'm going to mute the microphone, and I will see you all. I will catch up with chat if you want to feel free to talk in the chat, and I'll catch up with you all at the end of the 20 minutes. Let's focus now. And that is our first work session finished for this afternoon. Let us move now into our break session. This is a good time, my friends, to refill your water, take a stretch, look out the window, open the window, get some fresh air. Whatever you need to do, grab a snack, whatever, just go do whatever you need to do. Just, take a break. Jeebs, you're making coffee. Little bit of sugar-free flavoring, the syrups. Sugar-free. I usually take about a teaspoon with a bit of oat milk, double espresso. So like a Americano, double Americano, 2 espressos, same amount of water, oat milk, little bit of the artificial, the sugar-free syrup. That'll do me, please, Jeebs, if you don't mind. You might put some rum in it. Are you having are you having that much of a fun afternoon, Jeebs? I haven't put rum or whiskey in my coffee in quite a while. Well, by quite a while, I mean like nearly 2 months. The last time I did that was when I was stressing out over the DWP. So I'm in limbo with them right now. I have no idea what's going on. They've started radio silence, so you gotta love it, right? My ribs, and I think it's because this chair is not very good for for posture. So I'm thinking what I might do is a little bit of a 2-minute stretch exercise. Y'all can feel free to join me if you want. Augie toilet break and leg stretch done. Awesome. But yeah, you can. I'm gonna do a little bit of a stretch exercise behind me. So if you all want to join me, you can do. It is very simply. I'm gonna be doing 10. What are they? 10 wall push-ups. So 1 wall push-up and then a squat, and then another wall push-up and a squat up to the count of 10. And then I'm gonna do some side stretches as well to try to get the pain in my ribs, the stitch in my ribs to go away. So yeah, feel free to join me. It'll only take about a minute, and I'll be right back. Well, y'all will be able to see me because I'll be right there, but and there, that works. And I might as well do some toe touches as well. Okay. Optine. Why am I making the rest of you look lazy? I don't know. Am I? Am I, Optine? Although I can guarantee you, Optine, you are more physically active than I am. Mr. Shooting range, and I have an archery target set up in my in my yard. By the way, how is shooting and archery coming along? Or have you taken a break due to winter? I need to exercise more, to be honest. I mean, you can see my belly. I got too much of a spare tire around my middle. Augie, yeah, don't forget building his own pottery studio. Yep, yep. Exactly. Well, his wife's pottery studio, let's be honest. So, I mean, yeah, I do need to get out and be more active. Once the weather gets a bit better, where it's not like raining, then I'm planning on walking at least a mile a day. Right now, I'm only getting in like half a mile a day because of the horrible weather. But yeah, once the weather starts getting better, then my physical physical activity will also climb. Hopting, you forget that you also have an indoor range. It's the slow season though. No competitions going on right now, but you're gearing up to take on ISPC, which is running around with pistols this year. Nice. Yeah, slow sea. I mean, winter and like 6, 7 inches of snow, and minus below freezing temperatures kinda does make it a bit difficult to it does make it difficult to do outdoor competitions and stuff. Augie, you're the same. You only do 30 to 45-minute walks with Sherlock. When the nicer weather comes, you aim to double that. Yep, same. Very much same. I will get my Pikmin app up and running again once the weather warmer hits. Once the warmer weather hits, and all of that wonderful stuff. So I need to lose weight. If I want to get a lower surgery revision done, because the meta didn't give me the results that I wanted or the results that I want, so I'm looking now into getting phalloplasty, abdominal phalloplasty to be precise, with nerve hookup. So yeah, the doctor that I spoke with last week, I think, on a video call, he's like, "You need to lose weight," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm trying." I mean, over Christmas, let's be honest, from like the 1st of December to mid-January, all food diet plans go out the window during that period of time. But now that we've finished going through all of our snacks, I'm cutting back on calories and all of that wonderful stuff. I am trying to keep as active as I can. So that exercise that I just did with the against the wall push-ups, I do that every morning. When I make my coffee, I do the push-ups and the squats. Then I also do side stretches, so another push-up and then stretch my arms back like that, and then do that 10 times. And then I do toe touches, I do side stretches, side lunges, front lunges, just the lunge hold. So I'll go down in a side or a front lunge, and I'll hold it for like 10 seconds. And then I also do a squat hold where I go down into a deep squat and hold that for between 10 to 20 seconds. So I do all of that every single morning, just to keep my flexibility up and to get a little bit of exercise in. But that's literally all I do. Opting. Have I considered sticking my arm out the school bus window? See, well, there's a problem with that, Opting. One, I'm not in school anymore. And two, the public bus windows, the windows are like way up above my head, and I can't reach them because I'm short. Also, Zephyr Dusk, if you're still around, hello to you. Thank you so much for dropping in over on YouTube. I do appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, and just as a nice little thing, if you are a lurker, um, we love you, lurkers. But opting, it'll if you stick your arm out of the bus window, it'll shave off a few pounds in one swoop. By which you mean it'll like shave off your entire arm, right? Jeeves, you keep thinking that you should get a dog. You work from home 5 days a week unless something really horrible requires your presence. But getting to walk more would be a selfish reason to get a dog. Also, the cat is a psychopath. You could always try walking your cat. Get a little harness and a leash for your cat, and go take your cat outside and for walks. Augie, so far this year you've done 131. Wait, this year, as in like 2026? That's really good, Augie. You're 14% into your Three Peaks challenge. That is fantastic. Opting, I'm doing coursework, right? So I'm sort of back in school. Yeah, but there's no school bus involved. Augie, yes, as in 2026. That is amazing, Augie. 131,000 steps. That's. Uh. Hold on. Hold on. That's just under 4,900 steps per day. Yes, I may have just used a calculator. But that is awesome, Augie. Congrats on reaching 14% into your Three Peaks challenge. That's fantastic. Jeeves, did I not read the psychopath bit? I did, but I discounted it because it's a cat. All cats are psychopaths. Opting, so both Muir and Augie are making the rest of you look lazy. Augie, that's nothing compared to what you were doing last year. I remember your walking challenge last year. That was amazing. My goal for this year is to walk during our lunch breaks, our daytime lunch breaks. I want to walk for an hour each day. So that's 1 hour for 3 days per week. And then the other 2 days, I want to walk on the Thursday for an hour. And then Fridays, I'll be taking Paul out. So that's like constant walking. So, however, I'm not even going to bother doing a goal for the Friday. But the Monday through Thursday, I want to walk an hour per day. That is my goal once the weather gets up into double digits. James, yeah, you will not put a harness on your cat. I don't blame you, to be honest, Jeeves. I really don't blame you. Also, we are planning on getting a dog. But it's going to be like another probably 2 years from now because depending on how fast we can get things done, because we want to have the house completely done up, painted, decorated, and everything before we get a dog, and we also want the outside garden to be fully fenced in, so that the dog has a place that they can run outside. If they want to go outside, we'll know that the dog is safe. Plus, most dog shelters, like Dog's Trust and stuff, one of their prerequisites is that you have a fully fenced-in garden. So, yeah, we want to make sure that we've got all of that done before we get a dog. Opting last year during opting talking to Augie last year. Augie's challenge was unsustainable long term. This pace is something you can keep up forever. That is very true, Opting. Augie, you've got a spicy cat too. The dog has learned to stay away. See, Felix was a one pet cat. She made sure, and I knew that it was a fact, that she would not tolerate any other animal in the house. She was like, no cats, no dogs, no nothing. Ah, we have finished our break, so let's dip into our next session. The doing the auto timer didn't work, unfortunately. So you know what? I might. Can I do that and have it work out? You know what? It's fine. I'll just do it myself. 2015. That way, I am not beholden to the timer. The timer is beholden to me. All right, then, my friends, let's get to work. 20 minutes. Microphone will be muted. I'll see you all in 20. And we're back, my friends. Welcome back. I'm just answering a quick text message. So give me just one moment to finish this. If I can find it. Ah, no. Ah. Stop it. My phone isn't behaving. My phone isn't doing what I want it to do. Why is my phone not doing what I want it to do? Technology, man. Technology hates me. I swear to God. Okay. There we go. So for our board games night, we're having takeaway, and they're like, "Here's the menu. What do you want?" And I'm like, I look through the menu, and they've got a bunch of pizzas, and it's an Italian restaurant takeaway place. You know, they do pasta, they do pizza, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll have the calzone," and it's literally called calzone. They've got three doughy things, you know, that are folded over in a calzone shape. One is called chicken bake, one is called calzone, and one is called veggie calzone. And I'm like, I'll just have the calzone. And they're like, well, which one? I'm like, the one that's called calzone. So, yeah. You gotta love restaurants that just have like one of something. It's fine. It's fine. So anyway, we are finished with our our second focus group. Augie, no Donner calzone. Nope, no Donner. It's a meat calzone. It literally, I think it's got chicken, ham, and pepperoni. I think, I think that's what it has in it. Chicken, ham, pepperoni, along with cheese and tomato sauce. You know, but yeah, that's it. No, that's pretty poor. It's a proper Italian take restaurant. Um, yeah, it's a proper Italian restaurant. It's not you know, your bog standard takeaway. So it's not the kind of takeaway that offers 20 different pizzas and a calzone version of each pizza. Unfortunately, because if it was, I would so get a calzone version of their spicy meat feast because it just sounds really good. But I'm in the mood for a calzone, and you know that's the only one they do. So they've just responded. Bloody menu. Calzone is a folded pizza, not a particular one. So yeah. Don't blame me. Blame the menu. There you go. Jeeves, Donner calzone is the reason you're fat. Takeaway in general is the reason I'm fat, you know? That and the fact that I don't walk nearly as much as I used to. I mean, like 20 years ago, back when I was, you know, late 20s, early 30s, um, I walked. Well, actually, yeah, mid to late 20s. I walked miles every day, just because there wasn't much else to do. So, and I when it was just me and Paul when we left Paul's birth dad, uh, I didn't have much to do. So if I wanted to do anything, my only option was to walk. And So I would walk Paul to the park almost every day, or we would walk into town and walk around town and go around all the shops, you know? Because there wasn't anything else to do in that town that we used to live in. So, yeah, that's what we would do. And the park was where we lived. The park was a good mile away from where we lived. So, or where we were staying. So, yeah, we would walk a mile up to the park. We would walk around the park. Paul would play in the playground for a little, for half an hour or so. Then I would walk around the park again. And then we'd walk home. So I'd probably walk about 3 miles easily, if not a little bit more, on the days we went to the park. And on days we went into the town center, you're talking probably another 2 to 3 miles. So yeah, I got my exercise in back then, and then now, you know, as I got older, I stopped walking as much. Which, hindsight, I shouldn't have stopped walking as much. I should have just kept walking every day. But there you go. Um, I got tired of not being at home and not being able to do anything because I was always walking. So there you go. And then I stopped walking, and then I got fat. So part of me is like, maybe I should just walk from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon like I used to. But nah, no one's got time for that nowadays. I am looking forward to the calzone, though. I'll probably only eat half of it, and I'll bring the other half back for my lunch tomorrow, because that's what I try to do. If we get takeaway, we get pizza or whatever, some stuff like that, then I try to leave half of it for my lunch the next day, so I'm not eating 1,500 calories in one meal, because it's all that cheese and all that bread is not good for you. Nope. Especially when you eat it all at once. Especially when you eat it all at once. But I'm sure it's fine, right? Absolutely 100% fine. Nothing wrong with it. Anyway. It is so dark outside. I don't want to go outside. I'm telling you right now. I am so looking forward to when the clocks go forward in March? Is it March? I want to say it's March when the clocks go forward again. So I'm looking forward to that. Because right now it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:15 here in the UK, and it's already. I mean, it's overcast, so yeah, it is going to be a bit dark, but it's already dark. The sun is setting. I think the sunset right now is like 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that, which is ridiculous. Yeah, the sunset is for 20 to 5 today. So I don't like it. I don't like the early nights. I like the long night or the long days. 100%. Jeeves, the next waypoint is a good 25,000 light years away. You guys should stay on the bus for a little bit longer. How goes Elite Dangerous, by the way, Jeeves? Elite Dangerous is... I've heard people compare it to Eve. Eve Online, and I've heard people say that it's almost as in depth as Eve Online is, but just a little bit more modern. I knew someone who was thoroughly addicted to Eve Online when it first came out. He was studying to become a IT technician, and he was learning a high level IT technician. He was learning computer programming. He was learning how to he learned how to the ins and outs of putting a computer together, the basics of computer programming and all that wonderful stuff. And he had graduated. Um, he was due to graduate like two weeks after Eve Online came out, and he got Eve Online. He still graduated, but after he graduated, he didn't look for a job because he was so addicted to Eve Online. He played it from like 9 in the morning until 2 o'clock the next morning, and he would get like 3 or 4 hours sleep, and then go right back on the computer as soon as he got up in the morning. He would be right back on that computer playing Eve Online, and I'm just like, dude, you spent so much time, because he spent like 3 years doing this course to become a certified IT technician, and he got his degree, and I'm like, you're not even looking for a job because of this game. Jeeb, you all got back on your respective fleet carriers and went on your merry way. It's not a whole lot like Eve Online. There's less of the murder each other and lose real world money kind of thing. It's just a relaxed sandbox thing, yeah. But as in like complexity, I've heard it's pretty much, or it can be, it's as in depth and complexity as Eve Online, according to some people. I don't know. I've never played it, but it's very pretty. Is Elite Dangerous? It's a very very pretty game. The space scenes are just absolutely gorgeous. Jeebs, be a space trucker, be a pirate or stuff. You, for one, enjoy exploring and exploding large space rocks. You gotta have the explosions, right? The background simulation is rather in depth, yeah. But yeah, you definitely have to have the explosions. What's a game without explosions, right? Whether it's just confetti explosions when you do something cool, or exploding giant space rocks. Something has to explode. I didn't make up the rules. The rules were there before I uttered them. But it is the rules. In video games, you gotta have explosions. Even in Minecraft, you've got explosions. You got creepers and you got TNT, you know? So, Jeebs, you looked up my Vertigo thing in Elite. What'd you find? I literally could not play it because of all the spinny, and oh my god, no. Yeah, have I considered a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard? It isn't that controlling it myself, because I've never actually played Elite Dangerous, but like watching my housemates have played it, and watching them play it, just watching the screen, just made me so dizzy. I couldn't handle it, and I'm like, if it makes me dizzy watching, and I've watched streamers and that play it, and it's like, if I'm suffer from vertigo and dizziness just watching other people play it, there is no chance that I'm going to be able to play it myself. So the controller keeps the spinning under control. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if the people that I mean, I know that my housemates play, keyboard and mouse. But I don't know if any of the streamers that I watched playing Elite Dangerous use controller or not. Probably not, because most of, because they're all PC gamers, and most PC gamers, gotta use the mouse and the keyboard, right? Never will a controller cross my path when I play a PC game, because that's too much like playing on console, and I'm part of the computer PC master race or something. I don't know. Jeebs, you use a flight stick? Ah, cool. I have heard a few people that use a flight stick. I think someone tried using a steering wheel controller for Elite Dangerous once. If I remember, it was a long time ago. But I want to say that I watched a streamer who briefly tried using a steering wheel because they didn't have a flight stick. So Jeeves, you can't handle mouse and keyboard. It makes you motion sick as well. Wow. I'm glad that I'm not the only one who sometimes gets motion sickness from playing games using keyboard and controller. That's why I've got a keyboard and mouse. Sorry, that's why I have a controller. It's just so that I can switch back and forth if I need to. Also, it's really nice to find out, try different games and using keyboard and mouse, and then using the controller and see which one you like best. I'm not averse to using controllers. Anyway, my friends, we have finished our 15-minute break. Wow, that went by so fast. I guess when you're talking games, the time does seem to go fast. But Jeeves, try playing for 5 minutes with the controller and see how it goes. It might work for you. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I can borrow um, my housemate's copy and see how it goes. But yes, we are going into our third and final focus session. Once again, I will start the timer, mute my microphone, and then we'll play catch up with the chat after the focus has finished. And I will catch you all in 20 minutes. soon as I drop my microphone back down, we are finished. We have done 3 focus sessions, and now we are into our final break of the day. How are you all getting on? Are you all doing okay? What have you got done today? I am nearly finished with this coursework assignment. I am nearly done. In fact, all that I've got left is a little bit of formatting and the thing that I've typed up. So I'm gonna do that after the live stream. But for now, I'm gonna say that I am done with that online coursework. So I'm very happy with that. That was a huge assignment, and the fact that I got it done is fantastic. So, Jeeves, you finished your scripting. Good job. And you're also helping Augie, who is having problems with Elite Dangerous. Augie, you keep starting again. What's the online multiplayer like? So, on Elite Dangerous, the 8500 commanders are in the black. The bubble is mostly traders and miners, but there's the occasional ganking. It depends on where you're going. Ah, that's interesting, James. So there's lots of players, but because it's such a huge game, I'm guessing that it's lonely because I mean space is massive. Space is huge. So with only like 85 commanders and however many miners and such, I'm guessing everyone's just found their own little place in the vast galaxy, and kind of stick to their own. 400 million star systems in Elite. That is a huge amount of star systems. Jeez. Even with 400 million, even if there were 400 million players, that would be 1 star system per player. You could just choose a star system that doesn't have anyone in it and live there, A lot of them are rather boring, though. McLeod, enjoy the rest of your day. You've achieved shopping. Nice. I will definitely enjoy the rest of my day. I'm looking forward to the calzone and board games tonight. It's gonna be a nice Tuesday night. Yeah, 400. I mean, you can imagine that some of the star systems would be quite boring. Like maybe there's nothing but a star there and no planets, or maybe it's a star system that is just asteroids and no big planets, or maybe it's a star system that the star is tiny and can't support life, or maybe the star is a black hole. You never know. James, plenty of them have just random stars dotted around without any planets. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Yep. A star system, oh excuse me, without planets is just a star. There's no system there. It is just a star. But it matches real life, doesn't it? Because out of the billions of stars that are out there, how many of them lack planets? Probably a lot, to be honest. We know that there are quite a few planets out there, but you got to imagine that very few of them actually have anything around them. So, that is one thing about Elite Dangerous that I do like, is that it is very, as much as the devs are able to do, it is at least the star systems mirror what's out there in the big black place that we call space. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I did not mean to yawn. It is late afternoon slump time. I think what I'm gonna do is when I go downstairs and switch my monitors to downstairs, I'm gonna get myself a nice big glass of Pepsi. Nice, cold Pepsi Max. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, uh-huh. And Jeebs and Augie, I'm guessing you are going to be playing Elite Dangerous. McLeod, you've achieved shopping, but what are you going to do for the rest of your day? Inquiring minds want to know. I have used that phrase since I was a kid, by the way, because when I was little, there was a sensationalist, rumor mag called the National Enquirer. And it's a United States thing. It's kind of like the Mirror over here, but it's the National Enquirer over in the States. And they had a commercial on the TV where it was two-headed alien born to local woman. Inquiring minds want to know. It was that that stupid type of advert, and the phrase has just stuck with me over the years. Very silly, but there you go. I'm probably always gonna use that phrase. McLeod, food and chilling. That sounds like a good way to spend the rest of your day. It really does. Augie, you got school runs, and you will be streaming tonight as well. Have a wonderful stream, Augie. I'm not gonna be here to catch your stream, unfortunately, because of the games night. We won't get back until late, but I do hope that you enjoy your stream. What are you doing tonight in your stream, if you don't mind me asking? Life is Strange. So, oh, that'll be a very, very good stream. I really hope I know you'll enjoy it. Such good games. If any of y'all have never played Life is Strange, go play Life is Strange. Enjoy it. It is such a good series. Seriously. Some are better than others, but they're all so good. I love them to bits. They're one of my favorite game series. They really are. Speaking of games, let me check out the gaming GX corner on Thing and see on my browser, that is, and see what interesting things there are going on right now. So in trending gaming news, we have Hell Express, Fable, and Kiln. Is the top 3 trending games. Augie, you've just done D&D. The D&D section in Before the Storm. Oh, that is so good. I love that story. That little bit in Before the Storm. It's such a good story. So yeah, we've got Hell Express, which is a PvE. Actually, let me bring up the browser. Whoops, so that y'all can see it. There we go. So it's a PvE co-op isometric shooter for 1 to 4 players, and you're a member of an armed delivery company operating between the living world and limbo. You craft, loot, and fight to complete high-stakes deliveries while uncovering the stories between life and death. It is to be announced. The planned release date is to be announced. It is currently being developed. It looks really interesting, though. And I think it's going to be a game that I'm going to be keeping an eye on, because it sounds really good. And I am hoping that the developers are able to make it look and play, or to make it play as good as it looks so far. Augie, Kiln looks interesting. You create your own pottery, bring it to life, and and then it turns into a party type game. Ooh. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, where'd it go? Deals. No. I want trending. Where's my trending? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm gonna have to shrink this down so I can find the trending. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. I hate when you shrink your browser window. Um, let me close that. When you shrink your browser window, the browse, what's in the browser automatically changes, which is great because it shrinks down and makes everything fit. But I don't like it when the UI changes so drastically that you literally cannot find anything. The upcoming Fable game is looking really good. Unfortunately, you don't turn into your character doesn't grow a halo and wings or devil horns, but the game itself looks absolutely gorgeous. I read the other day that they've got 1,000 individual NPCs in the game, all of which are voice acted, have their own personalities. They're all 100% individual, and you can marry every single NPC if you want to. The lead dev said it would take a very long time to do so, but if you really wanted to marry all 1,000 NPCs in the world, you can do so. So that's pretty cool. Really looking forward to when that comes out. Augie, you really want Fable? There's 1,000. Yeah, all of them are interactable. You can enter every building and they all have different interiors. It's awesome, isn't it? It really, really sounds fantastic. And then finally, as you say, there's the Double Fine Kiln. They are currently, they've opened up for the Kiln Beta, so you can sign up for that if you want. And they have the announcement post. So, Kiln, an online multiplayer pottery party brawler from Double Fine Productions. That is mad. So you start by inhabiting a colorful spirit, complete with a super cute little spirit butt. Okay. But the spirit can't do battle without some protection, so you then take control of a simulated pottery wheel to sculpt the ceramic armor of your dreams. The size and shape of the pot determines a variety of skills. Oh, wow. Okay, multitude of different sizes and combinations, and you decorate them as well. And then you assemble a team and queue up for Quench Mode, a 4v4 clash of ceramic combatants. This sounds like an absolutely mad game. Definitely nuts. And I kind of like the idea of it. I don't know if I would enjoy it, but I think it's going to be an absolute fun game to watch people play on stream. Jeebs, the 1,000 NPC thing sounds like something Peter Molyneux would say. Peter Molyneux, very well known for overhyping and overpromising things. He's announced recently as well that he is going to be they're developing his his ultimate game, his final game that he will ever design. And I'm ignoring him. After Goddess, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, dude. You just want more money, so that you can afford to buy your third or fourth home. I don't like, after Goddess and the fiasco that was Goddess, I'm not very, I don't like the guy very much. Let's just say that. Augie, the kiln sounds mad, but it does sound loads of fun. It really does. So I am looking forward to seeing how that ends up. It's definitely gonna be an interesting thing. So, my friends, let us find someone to raid this afternoon. If I can, yeah, there we go. If I can get my mouse cursor to obey me and actually click on things. Right, who all is online? Take This Org is currently doing a work and chill co-working stream. So shall we go over to Take This Org? By the way, is Take This as a charity. They're a really nice charity as well. Fantastic people and all that. So I think we will go and raid. I was gonna say we could raid Take This, but we've also got Morgan K who's doing co-working. And I believe, let me just check. Let me check both of them just to see who all is. Okay, so Take This literally just started. So yeah, we'll go into Take This's channel and raid them since they literally just started like 2 minutes ago, so 10 minutes ago. So my friends, I'm gonna go get myself a nice cold Pepsi Max, and we will raid Take This and give. Oh, they got oh, they got little kittens on the stream. They are so cute. Oh, sorry, voice. They are so freaking adorable and little and oh. Okay, we're raiding. We are 100% raiding Take This Org. Well, let's start the raid. This is, of course, a coffee raid, my friends, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me today, this morning, and this afternoon. I hope that you got loads done. Please take care of yourselves. Oh, there's 3 kitties. Sorry. Stay hydrated, stay safe. I will see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. UK time, with more co-working / co-studying. Again, 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow, and then 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. just like today. But until then, please stay safe, please stay hydrated, and let's go watch these cute little baby kitties. Oh my gosh, they are melt in your mouth cute. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye.